are live. Hello, everyone. Hi. I hope everyone can hear me. I'm a little bit farther away than I am usually, if only because I currently have a cat sitting in my lap.
Yes.
And I can't move any closer to my... Whoa. Oh, well
goodbye,
then, hi, everyone.
Goodbye, CoDM.
Yep, CoDM just decided to jump off. I'm Simon at Wandering DM. Welcome. It's Tuesday night. We're playing Gotham City Chronicles. I am the game master for this game. I use he, him pronouns. Yes, the episode 5's intro is literally missing because even though I keep telling myself that I should change the title every week, so far I have only gotten around to do it once every other week. I'm bad at it, so I'm just going to make like a generic title, like just for the season. And that's it. And then I won't have to worry about it. But that said, we are missing an Arlo who is down with Concrud at the moment. So I will let my two other majestic players introduce themselves before we storm the gates. Hi, Lynn. How are you?
Good. Excited to see where this goes. We have a body in a police morgue that we have to pick up, and curious how we're gonna do with it. But I'm Lynn, she, they, and tonight I am playing Lexi Lee, she, her, former gang member, current underground fighter, and but he was vigilante. So we'll see where this heads off to.
And her partner in crime tonight, Yutsai. Hi.
Hello, I'm Yutsai. Also looking forward to tonight. I play Nick Winters, a young guy who made a few bad decisions, tried to make up for those decisions, and it did not pay off. Things are looking up, though. He's actually got some money in his pocket. However, he does have a bit of an issue when he gets stressed out, so we'll see if that money actually stays there. But yes, we all miss Arlo and their gun.
Yes.
I mean, infiltrating a police precinct is probably not the most stressful thing in the world, right?
No, totally not. No, absolutely not. There's, there aren't armed people everywhere,
Yeah. Plus, I mean, Nick has a plug on the inside, but before we get into that, just a little recap of the last episodes. There's this new drug that has started flooding the streets of the upper city of Gotham City. Basically, mainly the East End, the Bowery, and that one other place that I should have my window open so I can see what it is. You know, that place. Burnley. And in investigating what's been happening surrounding unfortunate events that this drug has created, it basically makes people go completely berserk. And seems to bestow upon them some form of increased strength, judging by everything that you've seen so far. And so working for Freddy the Fence, you went to the Carnival of Oddities that was in town recently for a side job that shouldn't have had anything to do with it, but found out that there was this crooked cop who's been pushing this drug around. And this entire operation seems to somehow be tied to one crime lord, Carmine Falcone, who's either implicated in this or is a victim in this. We'll see about that. But what we learned last time was that there was one person, after you went to see the underbroker, who the underbroker himself told you about this one person who might have had a lead on what's happening. Alexander Knox, the now deceased reporter for the Gotham Gazette. His body's in Precinct 8, which happens to be the police precinct in Burnley. And the one that, if we all remember, Nick was held at the very beginning of the Chronicle. So that said, players, we will pick back up after the scene with the underbroker, you're out on the streets. What is going on?
Well, damn. That's not an easy task, certainly.
Yeah, fucking breaking into a police precinct. Look, what can we? I actually have. I'm not a stranger to this place. Simon, would it be feasible that Nick has like pictures and like notes and stuff that he has like stashed away regarding the police precinct? Could he set up like one of those like darkly lit room billboard with the strings and pictures of people and the blueprints and stuff? One of those scenes.
Yes, I would just like to know which room you're going to be in, because it's not like you have a room. No, wait, you have a temporary room at the motel.
Yes.
So yes, we can fast forward there, jump cut to this place. Basically, Nick, without necessarily having like on your person a map of the place, you know the layout of most of it because you've been there before countless times. You've never been to the morgue,
right?
But you know where it is. It is downstairs past lockup.
There's a big sign with a down arrow to the stairs that says morgue.
Basically yes, but it's a smaller sign. And it's just the like on the door because it's not that big of a
flashing
labyrinthine place.
Dead people here.
So one thing that you know is that to get downstairs, you need to. Let me just get my. Yeah. So when you enter the police precinct, the stairs to go down are in like, let's say in the bullpen. They're mostly like on the fringe of it, right next to what is the like security room for the station itself. You know that in order to get there, you have to pass in front of the interrogation rooms. Then you get into the bullpens. You have everyone's offices there, like their cubicles, their desks. At the very end of the bullpen, which would be like the opposite wall from the stairs going down, is a door that leads to the evidence room. That you know. You've passed by it before. You've seen it. It's kind of evident. Then when you go down, basically you've got, it's a single corridor that breaks just at the foot of the stairs. You have a small like bathroom, toilet, whatever. Then you have how many people in lockup again? Well, not a lot of people, but cells. I believe it's 4. Yes, so you've got 4 cells, 2 on each side to like hold people overnight, and you know the drunks or the anyone that the GCPD feels like arresting. And beyond those is the door to the morgue. The door is one of those like fireproof door that's also completely soundproof. You know, we don't want anyone to hear what goes on in the morgue necessarily.
Is that the only way into the morgue? There's no like emergency exit or?
From downstairs? No. There is an emergency exit on the main floor, but not in the downstairs. It's
there's got to be.
How can I say? Not up to code necessarily.
Not up to code. Is there like an old elevator shaft? I mean, they gotta like, they can't be wheeling bodies and down the stairs, right?
Gotta be a rear entrance.
No, not. There's got to be a way into the morgue, or at least a way to bring the bodies in. That might be in the underground parking lot.
Oh, there might be an alternative way in that's not through the police station.
Yeah.
Though then we don't know what's on that side of things.
Because
Okay.
it could just be like the one slab that they put like bodies on and then roll it inside. Person in the morgue takes them.
Oh, yeah.
So that you don't have people trying to like. I mean, you could probably crawl in it since, if that's what it is, since you know it's a place for bodies, but it's not an emergency exit. Properly speaking, we also don't want people to try to sneak into the precinct from
they got
from
things
the
to
back
lock up
door.
they want that thieves would be interested in. They got to
Yeah.
be careful. So Nick is explaining all this, looking slightly deranged, pointing at pictures and a rough approximation of the police blueprint and layout to Lexi, and only Lexi. You get all that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so
Just
how are we
gotta
getting
get
in?
down there?
Yeah, how? I mean, the easiest way would be kill some people and then like slip into the body bags when no one's looking. But I'm not gonna kill anyone, Lexi. Okay, it was just a. I read it in a murder mystery. Okay, it was really good. It's a really good idea. Though I don't know if those tin cans that they stuff the bodies in open from the inside, so I do not feel like suffocating today.
It's a lot of cops to get past.
Yeah.
And it's not like a store where there's not going to be any around, so...
Lexi, can you do that thing, you know, like that they do in the movies, you know, like the 1-2 and you like hit someone, they just go out cold? Or is that just kind of bullshit and you like almost kill them every time?
It's pretty hard. Every time you get hit in the head, it's a toss-up, you know. Also, I doubt there's just going to be one down there. We all have guns, and if you start punching people in the police station, it's not going to go well.
I do have a contact on the inside.
Oh.
We're on good terms.
Oh, what? Wait. You have someone.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
didn't you lead with that? That was, come on, that's...
Because...
Wait.
Look, she's very convicted, and...
You say convicted, is it like convicted or like I'm new here, convicted?
Oh no, it like very very firm in her beliefs.
Oh boy.
There's a lot of righteousness in there. And on the bright side, she doesn't mind letting me do my thing in order to get stuff done. On the bad side, sometimes it gets in the way of me doing the thing I need to do to get stuff done. What I'm trying to say is, if she thinks what we're doing is good,
yeah,
it's going to be very helpful. If she is at any part against it,
yeah,
we're kind of ratting ourselves out in our plan of what we're planning to do.
How much do you think that you can convince? I mean, we know a lot of shit, but we don't have evidence. If there's gonna be pushback, but man, I mean,
we've been through a lot together. I doubt she would just like turn us in, mainly because I could just flip on her.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, another question about. Do you necessarily feel like feeding her to the wolves if things are found out? Because you know what? There is that fraternity of police, and when you have someone help break into a police station, that doesn't necessarily reflect well. You know how they are.
Right. I don't know, Lexi. I mean, look, she's not Mr. Dick and Balls, right? She actually wants to do a good job. She actually cares about people and wants to help.
That's how, yeah.
So
I don't know. It might be a one-time use and burn, because usually they don't last very long. Like, you know, especially if they're convicted.
The justice and the crime inside Nick are kind of conflicting right now. Look, why don't we decide if it gets to the point?
Yeah, I think Lexi's giving off the of being like kind of like a little bit jaded over like, okay, if you want to use this person, like.
Okay, let me put it this way: on a purely tactical level, it's better to always have someone on the inside that you can trust enough, if not trust completely.
As much. Yeah.
So that's one angle. We could approach her. Do you have any other ideas?
I mean, outside of commandeering some sort of vehicle,
During a
I
body
can't-
bag?
A body bag, yeah, a body bag. Or,
Honestly, it's not a bad idea. No one really checks after it's been like zipped up and put in the back until it gets to the coroner.
mhm. I mean, well, depending on where your inside person is, you can that might if we can do that, that might, depending on where they are in the station, where what they're assigned, could make that easier, get us easier for the guests in.
Yeah, either that or because if we get in by getting arrested, there's going to be even more eyes on us.
No, that's a no go. I
Yeah,
got a
but if
record.
If we don't get arrested, then we have to literally walk through the entire station to get to where we need to go.
Also, it's gonna be, what was it, 10, 15 minimum daytime.
Yeah.
Nighttime maybe 5 or 6.
God, where's Arlo with our Chinese food? It's been like an hour.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Hey,
there's
Arlo's got
an
Arlo.
impossible lineup at the Chinese foods at the Chinese restaurant for some reason.
Mystery.
Screaming at each other. I said chow mein, not lo mein.
It's like the stove is.
Okay. With kind of these preliminary thoughts, I think Nick will, unless something that speaks to you says otherwise, Simon. I think Nick believes that there's enough camaraderie between him and his contact at the station that he's willing to give her a call and try to pitch this as a for the greater good. Kind of like, except instead of her coming to him with the idea, he's coming to her.
I mean, it'll be very interesting to put your relationship to the test.
Yeah. Why do you
I'm
say
not
it like
tell
that?
you if
Why do you say it like that? Why do you feel like why are you opening the mousetrap for me and telling me to stick my finger inside? Okay, yeah. But that is honestly, that would be the best idea.
That would be the best, because then that could also be our way of procuring these body bags.
Well, we'll see if she even agrees, and if she
I mean,
agrees
there are
how
other
far
ways.
she's willing to go.
Pretty sure we can, money for money, some other precinct, some other crooked cop.
Oh, yeah.
$200 for
I never thought about.
$200 for a couple bags. No one.
Yeah, Gotham's huge. I mean, if you got a uniform and you walk with enough confidence, maybe. We just got to pick a day that my contact isn't in, and our good buddy,
and
Mr. Ballsack, isn't in.
And they're not going to be looking too closely, which means probably busiest time.
God, why do I have these ideas? We could make our own busiest time.
We are
Could
not.
you-
We are making our own.
Could
how
you
good we-
both make an intelligence check? Just flat intelligence.
Flat
Okay.
intelligence.
Flat
My raw
intelligence.
int.
Raw int, yeah. Plus, what is my raw int plus?
This wouldn't happen to have anything to
okay.
do with archaeology, would it?
Not
God.
this. None in this instance. I'll remind you, if you have edge, you roll 2d20, you take the highest. Then you
that's
also have
not-
exploit points that come back every
Right.
session.
Oh,
you a
beautiful,
plus
beautiful
10.
exploit points.
Yeah, that's just. This is. I'm just gonna roll. Nothing, because I think Lexi.
Yeah, we can decide after if we want to use an exploit
Yeah.
point.
Yes.
Jesus.
Oh!
Okay, maybe she does.
Oh,
know.
look at
maybe
that.
Maybe she did. She knows cop shit. She's been arrested a bunch of times.
I can't think
So-
without my Chinese food. Where are my egg rolls?
Yeah.
Lexi, you've been around doing, jobs left and right. Getting a police uniform is risky.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
It might work, it might not.
Mm-hmm.
But if you dress as like a delivery driver,
Ooh.
like food delivery. Uber doesn't exist yet in this world, but the equivalent. If you're just here to bring food to someone, they might not give you like a second glance. It might be easier. The thing is it would, in that case, it's a little more sus if there's two of you. Like two cops from a different precinct being moved there is a thing, like for a night or for a shift or something. That's one thing. Or like coming to pick something up from evidence, but two delivery people at the same time. Yeah, like UPS or like FedEx or something like that. Yeah, that also works. But again, two of them at once is straining.
Do you communicate this to Nick?
Yeah. Shit comes in and out all the time. You don't pay any attention as long as you don't go past the runs. As long as you don't go past the dotted line.
You want to be like singing Telegram or something?
It's food.
Oh, food delivery. Sorry,
Food,
God, I'm
Amazon,
just
food.
I am out of calories. I cannot think. That's definitely one way to get someone in.
But getting further in and then getting back out. Like it's further in if you're sneaky.
Right. I could. I'm a known face there, though, by a few people at the very least, if not over, or at least not familiar. I think the delivery is a decent idea. Food, I mean, if you slap a good enough note on it, like the city council appreciates your efforts, just a like small buffet of Chinese food. I don't think most people are going to ask questions. Most people are going to be interested in getting food before everyone else takes it.
Yeah.
So that's
There's
definitely
that
a way in. How do we get? So if you're doing that though, and you slip away, how do I get it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not the burglar here, and I'm also not incredibly sneaky.
Simon, the viability of that backdoor route, was it a viable option, or
Wait.
we just don't know enough about it to think if it is or not?
Wait, I think
it's a viable option. The thing is you don't know if it's if you can open it from the outside.
Right.
Like it would make sense if there's like a button inside that you press and then it unlocks the door for them to move in or to wheel a body in or something, but
Nick.
Yes.
Where are the bathrooms?
Oh, I mean, there's one in the room. Just points to the bathroom door in the hotel room. Isn't it nice? I don't get to stay in a place like this often.
Oh no, the bathroom.
Oh,
she's pointing things, yeah.
Gosh. Okay, just pay no mind that I've taken all the toilet paper rolls.
I think I like that.
Look, they have an overhead. They can afford a missing bathrobe, a couple towels, and 3 rolls of toilet paper.
Yeah.
Right? It's fine. It's fine. The hotel's going to do fine. The bathrooms are here, and he points to the bathrooms, which I'm assuming there's some in the lobby-ish area for civilians and regular officers.
Yeah, but you also have the one in lockup.
The one in lockup. Are there any below, or do they have to like come back? Do they have to come up to use the restroom?
No, that's it. So there's one like for civilians, like near the entrance, right? But you have a small, like I described earlier, when you go down the stairs, you have this long corridor that's like lockup, and at the end is the morgue. But to one side, you have like a small.
Oh, I
toilet.
see. I pictured this wrong. I thought you meant that was like on a stairwell or something.
Oh, no. Like if I draw it very quickly on.
I would love to see your
on the roll 20. Like imagine if this is the corridor downstairs. Okay. You've got like the stairs going down. You would have like.
And then just like a long hallway with lockups.
Yeah,
I see.
Lockup 1, the other one on the other side. The morgue is at the bottom here. and here you would have your like.
Gotcha.
There's probably like a janitor cleaning closet or something on the other side.
Nick points. Bathroom is there. If you're talking about the one near lockup.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it could always be. You could always put the oh shit, I got lost. The other one was occupied. I couldn't. Sorry, sorry, sir.
Shifty guy like me, wearing mostly dark. I got lost. You know, honestly, it's not the worst excuse.
Shit was full. I had to take a shit. You know the same thing.
I mean, hey, call of nature, right?
Mm-hmm. So what happens when we get there? Provided we get past. We
need to find the reporter's body.
Yeah.
And whatever, like, if he has a SD card, a notepad, something on him. Wait, I forgot. It's olden times, right? They don't have SD cards yet.
1989. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have photos.
Yeah.
Film.
The old photo, film roll.
Notepad. I think Lexi. Oh, wait, I might have an idea.
Charcoal sketching.
I might have an idea.
What you got?
If this is something that maybe your insight can like take care of, there's one way to get down there. Identification. Family, friends.
Wait. Sorry, I can't recall as a player. Do they know who the body is already? Or is it like a John Doe?
Or just like make up, or just we can just make up someone and just.
I mean, Alexander Knox, a journalist from the Gotham Gazette, they'll know who he is.
Okay, but
like, there's body. I mean,
is there a John Doe in the morgue currently? Someone that hasn't been identified yet.
That we can.
I would
have to ask them. You would have to ask Cheryl.
Yeah.
I think it's time we make that call.
That's work on their. That's work on their end. Like, and they can deal with that. But if we can get that, just take a look, out hopefully.
All right. I think with that kind of all this discussed, I open the door to the hotel room and look down both ways to see if Arlo's here yet. Disappointed, I close the door.
Yeah.
And then I call Cheryl.
Cheryl picks up. What's her last name? I think it's Harper. Yeah, Cheryl Harper here.
Hey, Cheryl. You got a moment? A quiet moment?
Nick, why are you calling here?
It's all right. I'm in a hotel. Can you believe it?
Did you pay for it?
Yeah. Not with card. I can't afford one of those yet. Cash. No one knows who I am. It's all good. Listen, you know how I've been doing a bunch of favors for you? Like, some favors that a judge wouldn't be super happy with, but, like, I understand why you're doing it, and that's why I'm doing it.
Maybe I should call you back from a payphone.
You know what? Let's do this properly. Yeah. If you can, like, call me back in an hour.
Sure. What's the which hotel are you at?
I'm going to give her the hotel name.
Right. Do you give her your room number and everything?
There is a slight hesitation. Yeah, I do. We haven't said anything weird yet. Should be fine.
nothing incriminating.
All right, I'll call you back in an hour. But you better not be in trouble.
No, not yet at least.
She hangs up. You hear a lot of like hub going on around her in the back when she stops talking, and you pick up like the surrounding noise before she hangs the receiver.
Anything distinct or anything weird that isn't like... did I call her personal number or like a big brick phone or like the station?
She doesn't have a brick phone, so it's her like work phone.
Oh, her desk phone.
Like
gotcha.
the desk phone. Yeah, it's hard to imagine a world where no one has cell phones.
No, I remember.
I keep defaulting to everyone just pulling out a flip razor phone.
Yeah, no, we're still a few Flip razor phones would be if you guys start inventing gadgets to have like
Yeah.
higher technology than
Those
people
payphones,
around
You
you.
know, that's not a bad way to take Nick. Just like I'm just gonna create these amazing gadgets, and they're all just like 1990s, early 2000s things
This
that we
is a
take for granted.
pager. It's called the pager.
Have you heard of this electric keyboard? Diddle-dee-dee. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
It takes an hour on the dot before she calls.
At this point, I've already ordered pizza.
Oh, it already came. Half an
Yeah, we're
hour,
done.
it's free.
We probably like tore into it because we're hungry. Because
Thank you. Here's a tip because I believe in tipping service. All right, I don't know where the fuck Arlo went off to, but
oh,
oh shit, that's Cheryl. Pick up. Hello.
Yeah, Nick? So what's going on?
First, are you like doing that thing where it's like partially cloud, partially foggy, and you're wearing like a trench coat and looking both ways?
No, I'm across the street from Shaughnessy's, and I'm wearing my uniform.
Oh. This is not as exciting as I thought it might be in the movies. All right.
You know, there's a reason why they only do it in the movies. People don't run around Gotham City dressed up. Or playing dress up.
Well, I think if you're like naturally anxious and nervous, it might take some of the edge off. Which is like why I'm kind of like trying to make this a little more fun before I get to the more serious bit where I ask you to do something kind of illegal.
Okay, so you're in trouble.
I'm not in trouble yet.
this is sounding really funny from Lexi's thing where you can only hear one.
Just one side of the conversation.
Mom, stop. No.
What are you wearing? I'm not in trouble yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
How comfortable are you? All right, so you know how I do.
Told you I'm in my uniform.
You know how I do illegal favors for you because we both believe in.
You don't.
Oh, and now you're uncomfortable with that. Fine. We both know our arrangement.
Yes.
Usually it comes from you and I enact the arrangement. How comfortable are you returning that favor?
It depends on what the favor is. I get it, Nick, that I've asked a lot of things from you for the greater good. Is your thing you want to ask me is also for the greater good, or is it something that I'm gonna have to find your file and burn it?
You know, surprisingly enough, yeah, it's honestly for at least what I consider the greater good. It will help a lot of people. I don't know how much to tell you, so you can stay out of trouble.
You hear her like sigh of relief. Okay, what's up?
I give Lexi like 2 silent thumbs up, like it's going well. Okay, now let me finish. From only slightly involved to willing to do a lot and put your neck out for me, where on the scale are we for doing perhaps sketchy things at the police station that you work at?
I am not stealing anything from evidence, if that's what you mean.
No, nothing like that.
Okay, so why don't you say it bluntly?
I give Lexi a look, like, and kind of cover the mouthpiece. And mouth, she wants to know the full context. Should I tell her, or do I keep it vague?
I mean, she's your friend. Do you think it's gonna help?
Friend
more?
is strong. Accomplice is pretty good.
Okay. So if you're trying to convince me to break into a police station,
Gotcha.
Well, I mean, she hasn't seen my face. I don't know. Tell her, I guess.
That's true. That's true.
You're the one that's on the line for this. It's up to you.
Okay, well, when you put it like that, back on the phone. All right, cards on the table. We are. You have a body in the morgue that we need to check on. I have some people I'm working with. Ultimately, this is very important. We're not stealing anything of note or consequence that no one knows is there. Nothing valuable, nothing, at least as far as I know, is super illegal. Honestly, it's just information. But we need access to it. And soon before other elements get involved.
Yeah, I kind of know who's in the morgue right now. You're talking about the reporter.
He's the only one?
That is still here. Yeah, there's an ongoing investigation.
I clue in Lexi. No, there's no John Doe or Jane Doe. That plan's not going to work. Okay, yeah, we need access to his body. Nothing weird.
I want you to be honest with me. Was it you?
He's making like a... What are you, my grade school teacher? No, I didn't kill a guy.
Nick, can you give me a charisma check with advantage?
Because I'm telling the truth?
Mm-hmm. How convincing do you sound to her ears?
Does Lexi have any stuff that helps you be more persuasive?
I mean, Lexi could say, like, you know, bring up the corrupt cops. I mean, they usually hate that shit.
Let's see. Okay. Doesn't look like I have any charisma specialties. Correct me if I'm wrong, or if you would like to remind me of the rule again. Sorry, you said what kind of check was it? Charisma?
It's just charisma. Yeah. Oh, there's no charisma.
Yeah, that's why I'm like
My bad. I forgot. Charisma doesn't exist in this game.
Am I showing her my willpower?
That would be willpower.
Gotcha. Let me just double check. You don't have anything that buffs willpower, do you, Lexi?
No.
Okay.
I can't intimidate over the phone.
Just grab it and start yelling in it.
You know what? Webcams are gonna be great for her because she can just do that on the thing. Just like, you know what? I'm gonna threaten you over the phone. Look at me punch something. Yeah, I don't have anything on, unfortunately.
All right.
Oh,
I have a +2 to my willpower. No other bonuses. Oh, but yes, Simon, if you could remind me, is the mechanical benefit of spending a point before rolling and after rolling the same? It's just a flat +10.
It's just a flat +10.
An exploit
however,
point.
the one thing that it doesn't change, but that might be worth knowing is unlike D&D where you crit only on a 20, in this case buff, right? You also crit on a
if I beat them by a certain amount, 10 or above. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to use an exploit point.
So sometimes spending the exploit points, even if you succeed,
you'll get a crit
because you really want to turn it into critical.
Okay, yeah. So there is no real advantage to using the exploit point first.
It's not like
what I'm hearing.
+5 after and +4, +10 but before.
Always +10.
Okay, yeah, there we go. It's like nothing punitive. Okay. Cool.
All right, 13. I'm going to use an exploit point. Make that 23.
Yeah.
Good.
So the rule is, if a test is successfully performed, spending 1 EP transforms it into a critical success. And the DC was 10.
Oh, nice. Well, hey, I'll take the critical success. By a wide margin. Well, not wide margin. But...
Because this is an out-of-combat action, you get to add a detail to this. Nice. Because of your crit. What do you want to... Basically, I'll tell you what will happen is she believes you. And there's a sort of an underlying kind of curiosity as to why you're connected to it, even though you didn't do anything.
Okay. The detail I'm adding is she will steal me a bag of drugs from evidence. I'm kidding. How could I add? Could I add that she, or I guess this might already be a thing. But can you tell me, does she not like the Officer Dickbag?
Oh yes, that is a question you can absolutely ask with a crit. She hates Sergeant Cox.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
I
There
would
we go.
like.
There we go.
I would like for her to through me explaining, understand that this would fuck him over in some weird way that she doesn't understand yet. What we're doing will absolutely fuck him over, which would lead her to be more than happy to help to a degree.
She will answer, Nick, you are talking about interfering with an ongoing police investigation, messing up Sergeant Cox's own case. You know, if it was anybody else, I would say no, but in this case, yeah, sure, what do you need?
Big smile. I mean, I guess that's a question for you. I know it's not really your domain, but what's the best way to get into the morgue? We're
You just want to get into the morgue?
That's the main problem. I guess technically if you can get the body to us in one piece, that would also work.
Oh, that would be a bit harder, but I can... Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick up an extra shift tonight.
Okay. Overtime, love it.
And you... How good are you at, like, wearing a disguise?
Clothes fit on me.
Okay. Just don't look like Nick, and we can pretend you're like a cousin. A member of the family. No one came to see Knox yet.
Oh.
Not even his coworkers.
Knox's cousin. Okay.
Yeah. And I'll escort you to the morgue personally. I'll make sure that I'm by the front desk when you come in. And I'll handle all the paperwork and everything. You just need to not look like you while you're crossing the bullpen, where your picture is often on the corkboard there.
Yeah. Hey, would you be able to escort two cousins to the morgue, or is that pushing it?
Who's the other person?
Super awesome, reliable accomplice that I trust. Also,
Okay.
if something happens, definitely the person you want to pick to punch Cox in the face.
Interesting choice of words. Okay. All right. Let's say. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a silly question, Nick. How old are you again?
You forgot my birthday?
I try not to memorize every detail of everyone. That's what files are for.
Oh, if you must know, my life level is 3.
That doesn't mean shit.
I'm 21. Canonically, I'm 21.
Ah.
Like she laughs, I think, when you that like, what's my birthday thing?
Okay.
Or how old?
If you can make yourself and your accomplice look older, maybe you can be parents.
Poof.
You know what? We'll see what happens.
The closer you are, the less likely people are going to ask questions. If I say you're, two distant cousins, it's going to sound weird.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. I will call your desk phone from a payphone and tell you any last minute changes we have before we come in. Sound good?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, and Cheryl?
Yep.
Thanks for trusting me.
Just don't make me regret it. And she hangs up.
Hang up. Okay.
got through.
How closely do we look in
I
features?
just,
Lexi, how good are you at costumes? You want to go on a shopping montage? We can like head up the mall, do like
Wait,
a
what?
dress up scene, try different outfits on.
Outfits are good.
Yes,
yeah.
we can montage it if you want.
Lexi's like
Nox, I mean,
23. Lexi's like we're both like.
Alexander Knox, because it's
He's probably
information
older
on
than
him
us. He's probably way older than us.
He's in his 30s.
Yeah, he's old. He could like he is verging on being our parent. That's what we're like. He's like a decade.
I don't think either of us took the way of the chameleon, which I believe
No,
is
absolutely
the
not. No.
way that lets you like do stuff like this.
I mean,
That's
we
what
could-
exploit points are for. But
That's true. That's true.
I mean, we could be like
if you want to grab,
contacts. I mean, we could be like these are the people in his contact. Call in case like some emergency contacts or whatever. Friends or whatever.
Fair, but isn't family really the only people who are allowed
Friends.
in? I can't say like I'm the insurance agent. I need to verify
Yeah.
the body's dead. Though it is Gotham.
Next of
so
kin,
maybe.
yeah, next of kin. What was it?
workers might work.
I'm Joel from Tinder. You can see the little heart emoji by the name, the contact. All right. So, do you want to try to go in as family, or do you want to split up and one of us stays lobby and the other one goes down to the body? Which I think is going to be riskier because I prefer if we stayed together if we could.
It's probably good that we're both down there.
Yeah. Also, come on. If Cox shows up and we get busted, do you really want to miss a chance to punch him in the face?
Blaze of glory. I don't.
Shove him in a carcass locker.
I mean, that's gonna be that's gonna be 20 plus easy. But you know what? Seems like an asshole, anyways.
Yeah. The masked guy didn't tell us exactly what we're looking for. Just like he probably has notes or something, right?
Yeah, or something.
Okay.
Yeah, the underbroker said that Knox was looking into the situation, and
Might have a film roll,
if he
might
got
have
killed,
notes.
then it means he must have found something.
It's either got to be on him, or if he isn't.
I think Lexi makes it like she makes it like people smuggle drugs in certain places that
Oh, Lexi, the guy's dead.
wanted to hide something. You have to prepare for everything.
Okay, but maybe we don't jump to that.
What? Worst case.
Okay, I'll bring gloves for the worst case scenario. These are my morning gloves. All right, we go in as family.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Cheryl buys us a bit of time to get what
If
we
you wanna
need.
Montage the.
I think
buying
Nick,
of stuff.
I think Lexi's gonna be like, so where do you know Cheryl from? Is it one of those things where it's like couldn't be together because of different sides of the law, that sort of thing?
Oh, bowling team.
It's giving me a hard time.
No, it's purely professional, almost hostilely professional given our circumstances, but
Always
it pays
good.
to have friends on the other side of things.
Yeah, always good to have contacts.
Mm-hmm. Don't you get on my case. I see how you look at people before you punch their lights out.
Mm.
If fan fiction was a thing back today, there'd be tons of
Oh, there's
about
always
you and
fan
the people
fiction.
you
Fan fiction's ever ever present. Yeah.
Yes.
How do you think Star Trek got
Exactly.
extended?
Oh, I guess I just kind of attributed it to like the internet.
It was
being, like, the
Kirk
conglomeration.
It
of
was
fan
Kirk
fiction.
/ Spock fan.
I've
fiction
seen
that,
the
like,
fan
yeah.
fiction they post on the billboards around the fighting arena.
Like, you can draw a direct line from Spock Kirk fanfic to
Right, the writing
Axe
campaign.
West.
Yeah.
Really? That must be a fascinating story.
There wouldn't be a lot of like geek conventions if it hadn't been for the community around Star Trek.
Also
And all
worked
the
the same
women that
way.
wrote fanfic in such way.
Also worked the same way for Gundam in the exact same way.
Gosh,
So-
geek culture is fascinating.
Sorry, my cat's biting his brother. If you want to get makeup, different clothes, all of that,
Outfits.
outfits, that would be a total of $40 if we
All
like
right,
montage
$40.
it
All
very
right.
quickly.
Sounds good. Do we go to a makeup place where we put on this clay-like mask and we can like mold our faces?
You
That would
really
be a
don't want
little
that.
more expensive.
You don't want
I'm
that.
talking
You don't
more
want that
about
stuff
like
on
you
you.
go to a Spirit
You don't want that?
Halloween type of thing.
Spirit of Halloween. Wait, what season is in Gotham? What's the nearest holiday?
It's currently the 12th of July.
Ah, just we got a long ways till a Halloween episode.
Yes,
All
but
right.
it's also July, so technically Halloween shit is probably already out.
Okay.
Um,
I'm
but yeah, that
gonna.
would include basically like let's call it like theater makeup and clothes that you get at like a Goodwill type of thing.
Okay.
Spirit Halloween does exist.
I'm gonna
1989.
get like what looks like an almost like a kind of fitted cheapish suit with the intention of giving off the impression that, oh, well, this is my cousin. He was working so I could afford, so he could pay for my, so I could go to college, and I'm trying to become the bread earner of my family, first generation immigrants.
As you
And-
craft your backstory, Lexi,
Yes.
what do you just ask?
If you're gonna go cousin, can I go? I mean, you're obviously gonna be very broken up. Maybe you want your girlfriend with you or whatever, you know. Double cousin is gonna be a little weird, I think.
Double cousin is weird. You're there for moral support.
Yeah.
You know what? And if they technically won't let you in with the family, that means you are directly outside.
Yeah.
That's not a bad way to go. Also, sorry, I keep going off subject because I'm a little sleep deprived, but I just imagine like you showing up as the chef from Ratatouille. Just I'm in the Halloween mood apparently. Okay, cousin that's breaking a broken up cousin and his supportive girlfriend here to verify and perhaps also for the purposes of getting closure.
Yeah.
Having heard the news but not being able to fully believe it.
Yeah.
So just note that you have currently a +2 to any role that you need to make to impersonate these characters you made up.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Shall we go then, Gloria?
Is that what you're going with? Okay, she's like, yeah. Yeah, honey.
So you're gonna make your way back to Burnley, because if I remember correctly, your hotel was in a nicer part of town.
Yeah, we can afford it. I can afford it.
You had a
little bit.
a little bit, you know, enjoy the luxuries of.
Yeah. Yeah, weren't you in like Coventry, I think? Anyway, point is, you drive back up, or you walk. No, you still have the stolen car, right?
Do we want to drive this up the stolen car? Maybe we take a taxi.
Yeah, I just need to like clarify that little point before we continue.
Yeah. I think we do either public transportation or like a taxi.
Yeah.
Right.
Taxi's probably, yeah, a good.
I should put a pin on the map on Legend Keeper where you leave your
Stolen
car.
I mean,
Like
if
a
it gets
where's my
stolen,
car
I mean,
type of
if
thing.
it gets stolen, it's like it's the circle of life, you know, with these things, you know. Gets stolen again. It's just like, you know, that car is living a interesting life.
Yeah, if your stolen car gets stolen, have you truly lost anything?
Yeah. Have you
You've never technically gained anything that was yours either. But anyway, you make your way to the precinct, and just as she promised, when you walk in, this is a like rundown one-floor brick building. It's very square in how, or cubic, I should say, in how it's built. Brown, narrow windows, kind of dark interior. There's the Gotham City Police Department, Precinct 8, written on, written like those like big, like lit up letters above the door. Half of them are broken. There's a ramp that goes down to the right of the precinct to like an underground parking. There's not a whole lot of place on both sides of the precinct. You have like businesses to the left and like an apartment complex to the right.
Man.
Ready to walk into the lion's den?
Okay.
There's 2 people in a waiting room. Nick, looking at them, you recognize them as being like other people who have no home to go to. They're probably there just to at least, you know, be somewhere. Because it's been raining all day, or the past 2 days, actually, I believe. Or was it just the past day? It's just the past day, but still. They're in a warm and dry place. There's no one behind the lobby counter because, off hours. But Cheryl is there, waiting, leaning against the counter. Hello, how can I help you? She is a bad actor.
Oh my! How can I help you? Wink.
Great delivery.
Like, oh.
9 out of 10. Oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to be someone else right now. 3, 2, 1. Hello there. We talked over the phone. My name is Samuelson. I'm the cousin of. Well, I hope I'm not the cousin of who you got down there. This is Gloria. My. Well, she's the only thing keeping me together right now. I was just hoping that maybe you could help us out. Maybe you got the wrong guy, you know? Have you ever considered that?
Well, look, Mr. Nielsen, is it?
He forgot, and he says yes.
It's always, it's always a problem, right, to go through. She looks at the other, like, 2 people waiting in the waiting room. When she sees that they're not really paying attention, she just skips to the end of whatever pre like memorized
Oh
speech
my
she had
God.
and just goes, anyway, just follow me, please.
We fast forward.
Please tell me she. Please tell me she practiced. Please tell me she practiced in the mirror.
Do we see note cards in her pockets?
No.
She practiced in the police department bathroom mirror. It's like,
Probably. Like as she walks you down the hallway that leads to the bullpen, you notice her like wiping her hands off of her pants.
why she like, oh.
Like off her pants. So if you follow me this way, the moment you enter the bullpen, there's these 3 cops sitting around the desk. One of them probably a detective. He's out of uniform, just as a civilian, but with a necktie and a like white collar shirt. There's another one sitting on a desk chair that squeaks a bit as he just pivots it left and right and squeezes a stress ball in his hands. They're laughing at something that the third person just said. Guy's holding an oversized coffee mug. I don't need to describe the man any more than it is Sergeant Cox.
All right. Oh boy.
And as they laugh, Cheryl just says, family of the guy downstairs, I'm just doing the paperwork, right? And the guy on the chair, bit overweight, probably in his like 60s, maybe like pushing retirement. Unkempt beard, grayish hair, just like waves her off like he doesn't care. The other one that's by Cox just like slaps Cox with like the back of his hand on the chest and points to the two of you and whispers something in his ear. The two of them snicker. Cox looks in your direction, lingers for a moment.
Uh-oh.
How good are disguises?
Exactly. I'm gonna ask the two of you to make a check for me, please.
Oh, bloody.
This is going to be based on, oddly enough, it's gonna be based on perception. So it's like
good.
how good are you, basically, you know, if you were to look at yourselves, would you
Oh, I see.
would you believe it, or would you, you know, would you fall for your own disguise,
Oh, fuck.
or would it work? So it's based on perception. You still have a +2, and it'll be opposed by Cox's perception.
Quick
Crap.
question.
Yes.
I do have a stealth ability called Discretion, where I try to pass unnoticed. I get a bonus to my dexterity, +2 per level. Would that be able to be factored in at all here?
Yes. We'll add it to the perception in this case.
Ah, hell.
Perfect.
How many levels do you have?
I have
Whoa.
3 levels of Way of Stealth, so that's a +6. Plus the +2 that I got from the context of the scene. And I should warn you, I do have a level 2 stealth ability called Sharpened Senses. That give me a +1 to all my perception per level. So that's another +3, so that'd be a +11 bonus to my roll. If you want to take back the level 1 discretion, I don't mind.
No, that's fine. That's what your character is good at. The thing is he has an edge in perception,
Ah, shit.
Cox.
but he also has a -1.
God damn it. Fuck.
Is
So
this
the
one of those
DC
naturally
is
is he
going to
naturally
be
gifted people?
17.
Oh, shit. Okay, okay.
Double checking. Okay.
Well, here we go. Oh, shit. Okay,
Oh, that's a failure even with an EP, isn't it?
I need I need it to not be a crit, so I'm going to use the I'm going to use the exploit
Right.
point.
No, because like I said, he has a -1, so it's 17.
Yeah, I just need it not to be a crit. I rolled a 5. It's a 5.
Yeah. +2, that's a 7.
Oh, the +2
Because
bonus.
of the disguise.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
that
as
If you
the thing.
burn an EP, you actually succeed.
Okay. Oh God. Okay. There we go. Okay.
But like barely.
barely.
All right. Rolling 26.
Almost a crit.
This feels like that meme where it's like this tiny bunny loves his giant girlfriend.
Oh, wait. This is a perception check, right?
Yes.
Really?
Let's see. Hold on. 6. I forgot to add my just basic perception bonus, so that'd be a +13, so that would be a crit.
Oh shit. Good.
Ooh.
Good. Because we need that.
Then in that case,
Could I just cover for Lexi?
Yeah.
If you crit on this roll, unless you do something to actively blow out your cover, I should say, you're fine. There is no way he knows who you are. Like your disguise is perfect. Alexi, it's fine. He doesn't really pay attention to her. She's a woman. But
All right.
he's the type of person.
Yeah.
But yeah, so in your case, you're fine. Lexi just has to still be a bit careful.
Yeah. I think it's also like an issue of like Lexi's maybe like there's a lot of like hiding her hands and stuff because she has like she has like nails and stuff like that, like the fake nails, but like she has like she's a underground fire. Hands are gonna look kind of like a little like callous and like messed
Calloused,
up a little.
yeah.
And like some looks like they fought people.
But he just
She has
snickers, lingers for a second, then just says, "Yeah, chill, you do it." And he turns around. They keep joking amongst the three of them. Cheryl picks up a like a file that was nearby. It feels almost like too conspicuously placed there.
Jesus Christ.
And she says, "Just follow me, Mr. Nielsen."
Of course, of course. Oh, it's a crit, right? So I get to decide a detail, like a small detail.
In this case, it's not the detail; it's the you cannot blow your cover, basically.
Gotcha. Okay, understood.
It's a busy day. He's like, doesn't give a shit about us. Yay.
Doesn't give a shit about a lot of people.
That's good. I mean,
Once you are downstairs, there is currently 6 people in lockup. They jeer and throw like insults at Cheryl when she walks by.
I look to see if
Okay.
Arlo's in there.
I was like,
Is that why you're not back with the
oh yeah, they
Chinese
drunk
news?
you in
Because
the
you
dunk
got
tank.
locked up?
You got to get the dunk tank for a little while.
No, but they are, you know, shouting every possible misogynist insult they can throw at her.
Aw.
Oh, say something for Lexi, because you know if she sees them, she's beat the shit out of them. Like,
They actually, when the two of you walk by, they catcall Lexi and ask, you know, "Hey, Officer Harper, is she gonna be in my cell? I could use a bit of company. I'm lonely tonight."
I whispered to Lexi, I'm going to get you 5 minutes in the drunk tank for your birthday. Cameras out, no guards, just 5 minutes where you can do what you want. Merry Christmas.
I think she's gonna do a thing where she's gonna kind of get closer to Nick, just like she's like nervous, like of the whole thing. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, one of them tries to grab you by the ankle. Lexi, as you walk by, he just, you know, sprawled on the floor and like puts his arm between the bars and tries to grab your ankle. Fails kind of miserably.
Yeah, that would have been well, that would have been unfortunate for him. If
His fingers are there. I'm just saying.
we don't
Go back
need to. Like, I don't like fuck this guy, but you know, we got cover. Like, you know, I have a role to play in this, and I can't like.
Cheryl will unlock the door to the morgue. Says, the graveyard shift for them, and she points towards the morgue. Graveyard shift for them isn't in another hour. So it's like the changing of the guard. You've got 45 minutes. I don't know what you're looking for. And she'll open the door and motion for the two of you to go inside.
All right, cool.
Kind of take it all in and look at Lexi because we don't know what we're looking for either, technically.
Yeah.
She's going to follow you in.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
She
That's
closes the door
She can
behind her.
She can give this a sense of legitimacy that we wouldn't have on our own. So yeah, that's good.
Yeah, exactly.
The morgue is a very cold place, of course. It's ceramic tiles all over. Stainless steel tables where tools and jars and bottles of formaldehyde and other liquids are. There's a big drain in the center of the room. The room is sort of like slanted slightly. The area around the drain is permanently stained like a brownish color. There is no, like, there's no oven in here. They're not burning bodies. They're doing the autopsies and then they're probably sending them somewhere else. You do see the sort of door. It looks like a dumbwaiter in one of the walls to your right as you come in, as you walk in. This, like, I don't know, 2 feet by 2 feet metal door. There's a big red button next to it. It looks like it's spring activated. Press the button, it's going to open automatically. There are 6, let's call them fridges for bodies. Only one has a little tag tied to the handle. The other ones are, you assume, empty. Their doors are slightly ajar, sort of like the airflow but you can't quite see in any of them. The lights are, of course, dim and flickering. Sounds like there's permanent flies residing in this room.
Yeah.
Cheryl will point to the one that has a tag on it and says, I know, Mr. and Mrs. Nielsen, that this might be a problem. It's in case they hear us outside. So please take all the time you need. And she'll open the door. He's the middle body, so you don't have to lean or kneel down or try to pick up. She's not going to bring him to the actual operating table.
All right.
She pulls him out. There, he's in a body bag. It has a paper tag on it. When she approaches and is about to unzip it, she goes, what you're gonna see is not for the faint of heart. I hope you know what you're looking for. She unzips the body bag, and we're going to break. We'll be back in a couple minutes, everyone. I am going to feed the kittens so they stop biting each other. And I don't know, probably grab something to eat while we're in the morgue.
Cannibalistic
Stick around,
kitties.
everyone. We'll be right back. live. Hey, we're back. My sound might be doubled. There we go. My sound might be better. Aha! I fixed the things. I hope. Give me just a quick second, I'll make sure. And then after that, I will describe what you saw. Yeah, that should work. There we go. So she unzips the body bag. And there's a young, well, in your case, old, because he's older than you, but there's a man inside. His body is kind of bluish, bloated. Cheryl will mention that they fished him out of the river. Like not a whole while ago. I think it was 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 nights ago actually at this point. But that's not the worst. And you notice as she talked, she kind of tried to like obscure the view of his head, but you notice it. Most of his skull is gone. There's a mass in back of his head of just everything that basically pooled. The mortician hasn't gotten around to him yet. Cox is in charge of the investigation, and he hasn't. Anyway, he's doing his regular Cox thing. That's him. That's Mr. Knox. His clothes are, well, dry now, but you notice that they're wrinkled. They look like they've been worn for an extended period of time before, like prior to his death. Stained in a lot of places. So what are you looking for?
Kind of hand where blocking that kind of grisly sight from my immediate vision. Did he have like effects with him, like a bag or fanny pack?
When they found him in the river, he had a camera, if I remember right.
Camera.
He might have had stuff in his pockets, but I wasn't the one who brought him in or anything. And I'm fairly certain you don't want to ask Cox about it.
How?
I mean, his stuff is in evidence at the moment.
It's in evidence.
But if it's in evidence, it's gone. If it's
asked
not,
for that
if it's
bag
Cox.
of drugs.
This is a reporter. He has to have something. Check his. He still has.
I'm not pulling out the gloves yet. We haven't gone that far.
No. Check like hidden pocket, lining of it, the coat, that sort of thing.
You know,
He's gotta have like a spot that no one's gonna check, especially on cursory. Like that's usually how that stuff.
Can we do a thorough search of the comfortable bits of the body?
You definitely can. I will say that this is definitely a perception roll.
Okay.
If you fail it by more than 5, it's more a failure in the sense that you can't bear the sight and the stench anymore. It makes you sick. We'll talk about that if you fail by 5 or more.
Okay.
But we're gonna go with a DV. Let's go. 2 seconds. was gonna say 15, but it's probably not exactly 15.
Not exactly 15.
Oh no, actually it is exactly 15.
Oh.
So it's a DC 15. Perception.
I got a +5 to this, so I have a decent odds.
Yeah, if you have any abilities or whatever that lets you search better.
Nope.
Just the +3 from the earlier.
Mhm.
Let's see.
Oof.
Phew. 12. I think I'll spend another point for that. This is important enough that if we can rule out the body entirely, or maybe we'll find it here.
Mhm.
Unless, do you want to roll first?
Oh, my.
Oh, you
there
got
we
you
go.
got a success.
Yeah.
17.
17.
Now, does a crit matter in this kind of situation?
There's always something better for a crit. In this case, you're gonna get the
Okay.
information regardless,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
if you crit or not.
Okay. Do you think...
If you don't crit, you're gonna need another... I'll go right ahead and say it. You'll need another skill check if you don't crit.
You know what? Let's just... We
Just
need
wanna
this
cinch it here?
information. Huh?
You just want to cinch it here?
No, let's I'll use another point. We'll get
Okay.
a crit.
All right.
And we're in the middle. We're not coming back to this police station.
Well, hopefully not.
Yeah,
That might not be up to us.
I mean, willingly.
He does
So 27.
have something hidden on his person.
Oh, bingo.
He seems to have hidden a small for the time anyway. Voice recorder.
Jesus.
It looks very slick, very high.
It would have to be very
high-end.
small. Very,
So-
yeah.
It's on the basically it's on the outside of his pants pocket, but on the inside, like next to the thigh.
Yeah.
Anyone who would have undressed him would have probably seen it. But he's still dressed, and Cox probably never bothered one way or another.
Oh, thank
That
God
said-
for-
Cox
thank
is
God
bad at his
for
job.
for lax performance.
So you know how these like voice recorders are like rectangular,
Jesus
they have like a
Christ,
play and a
Yeah.
this one is a lot smaller. The cassette in it is tiny, very tiny.
Yeah.
But you've seen this before, Lexi. Hence your crit. You know that Tommy has one of those. It's not gonna say like a military grade, but
It's a fancy. It's
yeah, that's
techy.
basically what they use to sell it. It's not something that you can get legally on the market.
Yeah.
It's something that is we in game terms this is a gadget and not a
Specialized.
regular item. Yeah, basically imagine that it's
Yeah. It's specialty gear for
Yeah.
that sort of
but you
This
also
guy,
know
this guy brought a
Lexi-
Magnum while everyone else has pistols.
like spy almost like spy tech stuff almost.
Yeah. You know, Lexi, though, that from what Tommy has shown you of it or talked about it a bit, it records a maximum of 2 minutes.
I don't know, 2 minutes. If you want that hidden.
You know this stuff?
Yeah, it's fancy. I mean, Tommy has a bunch. Has one of those. Won't shut up about it.
Okay. 2 minutes. I mean, audio's great, but I look at you.
Audio is better than
Honestly,
nothing.
camera was probably worth grabbing if we can get it.
I mean, you can listen to what's on it by just pressing play.
Yeah.
All right, yeah,
Let's just in case it gets taken from us, let's hear what it
yeah.
has
Let's
to say.
yeah.
It's someone who speaks, a man speaking in a low voice, says, Ottersburg, the island, cement block under the water tower. And it clicks. And that's it.
She like whistles like that. It's where the rest of it is.
I hope so. Do you still think the camera's worth getting? I mean, it's visual.
I mean, they would have... Whatever's on there, if it was incriminating for Cox, probably would have taken it.
Well, unless they, like, ripped out the film, they wouldn't know, right?
I mean, he would probably rip out the film if he got it. It's a camera.
I guess.
But if you want it, I mean, if you think there might be something on there. I mean, who else? Maybe he hid something else in it.
I guess if it's in evidence right now, it's going to stay in evidence for a while, so we could always come back, but I don't know. It took a lot of work to get us this far, so...
What did we just hear? Cheryl is going to ask.
How much do you want to know?
Everything.
Really?
You
Sure.
see, like, her face changes to, she has her game face on.
Her game face on? Oh, I hate your game face. Your game face gets me in trouble. Ugh. Okay.
Maybe...
Look, if it was just me, I would explain everything, because I do trust you. But my accomplice here, Gloria, and my other accomplice,
Who's
Mayhew.
not here? Okay.
yeah, Mayhew and Gloria.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of also part of it. So I don't want to just make any one-sided decisions, right? I will tell you, if I can, I will fill you in completely. But you can trust me when I say we are doing this for, the greater good. This will help a lot of people. It'll only hurt the bad people, hopefully.
Wait.
Can I...
Do you know who killed him?
Probably.
Is that...
Before we proceed, can I maneuver part at 20 into, like, what... Can I tell what kind of, like, damage this man got, like, in the back of the head? Like,
Oh.
like, she's seen, like, results of, like, pretty much any sort of, like, big wound you can do to someone.
He was executed. Gun to the back of the head.
Oh.
Except he must have moved because the bullet didn't go clean through. It sort of went in and then out. Yeah. And it just... the skull basically in the back, like, blew up like this.
Okay. Ooh, that's rough.
It fractured, but it's still, like, kind of held by the top.
Yeah.
I mean, in a city like Gotham City, this type of execution, especially for someone who works in the territory of Carmine Falcone, is very common in your line of work. Mm-hmm. Except normally they do it properly. They don't fail.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of look up to Lexi since she kind of had like that, like, I'm assuming you've like paused.
Yeah, I think like he knew something enough that whatever he knew got him killed. That's a gunshot. That's a. She'll make the other point, like back in the. Are you sure you want to know?
I think Nick takes a step away and turns around. He's a little pale. He's not used to so much violence.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he likes burglaries. You go in when no one's home, you get out before they get there.
I think also like Lexi's a little more like like she's game faced a little more like she
Oh no.
any sort of
Two
like
game faces.
whatever acting was happening,
Mhm.
like is kind of like the boat is probably gone. It's like no. And the fact that she's not necessarily reacting as hard to the body is probably helping a little bit.
Sorry, Cheryl. I was gonna say Ether. I don't know why. Cheryl turns to you. Lexi.
A lot of hate wheel.
You look like someone who knows what happened.
I mean, that's what we're trying to figure out.
Why? You're not cops. You don't have to.
Yeah, we're not cops, and if we continue this, you'll be glad you aren't. Because if they find out, and she'll look at her, and like look at and kind of like gesture at the body. You sure?
Nick, what have you gotten yourself into?
Hold on. Just trying to catch my breath. Oh, God, the air just sucks down here. It's so stale. I turn around. Wait, why do you have your game face on? Oh, God. Both of you have your game faces on. It's not going to end well for me. Look. All right. I look at you, Lexi, kind of communicating. Are we dropping the fake names? Okay. Lexi is not kidding. We're kind of dabbing our toes in some dangerous stuff, and we have a certain degree of flexibility because we're already in this world. We know how to navigate it. We don't have to keep a record. We aren't watched on instinct because of who we are and what we do.
You know what this looks like, and she points at Nox's head.
I turn around again.
I'm sorry. The Bertinellis used to do this. The Falcones still do it. We fish out people out of the rivers. Any one of them, take your pick. Or construction sites.
Yeah.
Even the damn subway tunnels. Like, that's
She'll get
someone who crossed someone powerful.
I think Lexi's gonna lean very close to her. It's like, who do you think lets them keep doing it? And she'll kind of look like upstairs.
It's very complicated. It's not like I can change everything by myself. I do what I can.
Well, we might be insinuating a particular person upstairs.
No. No, he's dumb. He's dumb and a moron, but he's
Cheryl. Nick, get serious. Nick has his game face on.
Yeah, it's game face.
Now
time.
we're all
Yeah,
now we all have
we're
our game
serious.
faces on.
And then someone's gonna walk by. It's like game faces off. No.
Somewhere Arlo, finally having the Chinese food, also puts on her game face. Crosses the street.
Noodles.
Okay.
determined to bring the food before it gets cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I look at Cheryl very seriously. Cheryl. Like I said, I will fill you in on all the details, but I need to check in with everyone first. Don't do anything rash before then, okay? You don't have all the info.
I'm not gonna do anything. You shouldn't do anything rash.
Who sends me in to steal shit from shady people you can't get actual evidence on?
These people aren't part of an entire police union. They're gonna back each other. And I'm not talking just in courtrooms and such. If Nox does this, and she just, motions to the body very quickly with her head. If he does this to you, I won't be able to do anything. If they so much suspect that I was in with you, that's gonna be my fate too.
I didn't think we didn't want to tell you.
Shit.
Look, just
Business as usual for me then. All right.
Yeah.
yes,
Don't.
Same.
absolutely.
You don't know any of us. You saw 2 people confirm the body. We leave brokenhearted, and that's all it has to be for now.
No one's gonna know he was murdered.
It's
They
not
will
gonna,
eventually,
it's
someday.
not gonna. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna help right now, but
Wait, what do you mean no one's going to know he was? Have you seen the? He doesn't look at it, but like, how else does that happen?
What I mean is, if Cox upstairs wants this guy to stay in here, he's never going to fill the paperwork to notice family or anyone, close relatives or whatnot. He's going to wait and wait and wait and wait, and this guy's going to be all over the place as like a missing person. And we know what happens to missing people in Gotham. They just never turn up. Dead or alive.
Nick remembers the string of missing people cases from the supervillain known as Jeopardy, traveling around in his trivia cab.
Wait, okay, I have one question. Just the one. What was he looking into? I want that answer.
Are you sure? Because you were kind of upset when you found the other, like, 2.5 answers we gave you.
Well, that's because I don't like having half answers. And also, you know, I know things aren't... Well, nothing works at the precinct or in the city, and everything's going to shit. It's just... I don't know, it's one thing to let the bad guys be bad guys and look away. It's another to be in with them.
On that, I know I've known Cheryl for a while, and I do have a degree of trust in her, enough to this extent. I do want to vibe check her, just
like what is
because like she can believe in all the right stuff, but she can also believe in the wrong way of getting there. I can very much see her,
Oh yeah,
like,
give me
believing that
Yeah.
there needs to be organized crime in order to keep crime low in Gotham and being and working with these people. So I just want to make sure.
give me perception.
Perception.
Yep.
man, perception, man.
+2 plus I gotta take it.
I'll say perception or willpower, your choice.
or willpower.
Yeah.
So +2 or I'm going to take the one that gives me more bonuses. Perception. Just fully. I want to make sure. So a D20 +2 perception +3 from my way of stealth level
Get
2
it.
ability, which gives me a +1 perception for every level, which I have 3 of. Total of 5. I have no edges, but I do have points.
Yeah.
Are you also doing a vibe check, Lexi? If not, do you want to help me, or are you doing your own check?
I
guess I
think
don't know how you could help.
I
me
don't know
with
how
vibe
like
check
we
either.
don't we're not tell yeah we're not I think we're
Yeah,
it
that's
might be a
true.
separate.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a vibe in your head, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
a vibe in my head.
Can I wait,
Thoughts? Thoughts?
oh
It's on the tip of your tongue.
our ethics points. Can we use our ethics point if there's like
If you're making an action that furthers this ethic,
okay, furthers the point. Okay.
or in service of this ethic.
Yeah.
Questioning your allies. I don't think that's justice or crime.
I think
Technically,
questioning your allies might be crime.
maybe-
It's like
it might be
that
crime.
might be
It might
crime.
be,
I
like,
would say like
worried
you know,
about a
like,
double cross.
Yeah, like how like yeah, like
Would that be an additional +1 if you accept that reasoning?
this is like
Or perhaps wanting to make sure that this person is on the side of what I consider justice?
Okay.
I would lean more towards justice than crime.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Does
well,
that give me an additional plus one?
I'll take the. I'll just take the blank roll then.
Okay.
Because I think that does make sense.
Okay. Sorry, just to clarify, that ethics value will add on to our other
It's a bonus.
bonuses,
Yeah,
correct?
it's a plus whatever your level in ethic is. Yeah.
So that'll be a +6 for me. Total reason.
$14.
14.
I like that we can type in
12.
the reason.
I will
Okay.
use I'll use a point
I mean,
to
it
get
would-
to 22 just to make sure, or
All
as
right.
much as I can be sure for 20.
I mean, on the most cynical level, that Lexi is like, this would be a very good. This is a very good person to know
So
ongoing. So it's just like, maybe we you know what?
if we want them to be a confidant, I want to be sure we can trust
Yeah,
them.
like on the most
I'll start with Lexi's vibe check because it's
Yeah.
a bit different than yours since you have like a working relationship with her, Nick. Lexi, the vibe you get out of this officer is she's the sort of officer that will look the other way if she feels that whatever's happening is moral. Like a kid stealing food, a mom stealing
Yeah.
diapers, she's not going to do anything.
Yeah, but
But she feels too... Like, the stick is just too far up her ass.
all right.
As far as you are concerned, Nick, with a 22, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know from just remembering conversations and whatnot, or just overhearing, that she has a stellar arrest record. Like, she puts people in either, well, the drunk tank, or wherever. She's never been on any like high profile things. She's never put anyone away in Blackgate, for instance. But she's definitely arrested a bunch of people. In fact, if it wasn't for her habit of hiring you to get things done, she would be the sort of the perfect cop on paper, right? Everything is done on time. She never misses a day of work. She reaches her quota all the time. All her stuff is, except there's always these like little holes in her like her paperwork. Like, how did you get this piece of evidence? And she has to lie on. The thing is they all do that at the GCPD. Like, it's crooked to no end. The thing is the vibe you get from her is she's trying to change the system from the inside, but she's dipped a toe on the outside.
Am I the only pool she's dipped her toe in, or are there others?
You get the feeling that while you might be her go-to, you are not her only boyfriend.
I'm only a side piece. Answering the question without fully answering the question. Curse you, Simon.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
okay, if your question is she a bad person? No.
Right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I guess the main answer, and you don't have to answer because it's a great way to answer that still leaves like room for error.
Oh, here's what we're gonna do. No, I'm gonna
Yes,
give you a
yes.
piece more.
Okay.
Name an ethic, and I'll give you her rating.
Oh, I like it. Can I pull my cohorts here?
Yeah.
I'm thinking either
you thinking?
she's a cop, but she does other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you need
My
a
main
reminder on
concern-
what they if you
Oh,
need a
go
reminder
ahead,
on
go
what they
ahead.
do, I can also.
Oh, Perfect.
I think we have a.
My main concern is if she's working for the people we're trying to bust. If she owes them a favor, that could be bad for us.
That could be bad.
That's what I'm trying to avoid. If she doesn't work for them, then most everything else I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Even if she's working for like another family.
Yeah.
So
I don't
to
think
that
she's.
end,
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I think from that, I don't think she's necessarily. I think she's using kind of. She's using unorthodox methods to get justice. I think.
Mhm.
I don't think from that description she's working for. She's on the take. I think she might not be on the. Like, she maybe should be on the take if she wants to live.
Right. Here's the thing. I think
Yeah.
she I know she has like at least maybe a dot in crime because she works with me. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely
I
justice.
think
Sorry.
order is.
I
Maybe,
think order is the one we should ask about.
Yeah, 'cause
If
that
she
depends on
if
what level
order's a relatively high number,
she's not
that
gonna.
that means she cares more about making sure that things are being dealt with properly rather than
Like status quo. That means she's always going to be like.
That means she's a
GCPD, police
neoliberal.
first. Yeah. Yeah.
all right, Jeopardy. Our answer is what is order?
What is order? Order is 1.
Oh shit. Oh
Well,
shit.
what
That's
does
good.
one mean? What does
No,
one
that
mean?
means order's hanging on by a thread.
It's remember it's on a scale of 1 to 5.
Yeah.
A 1 point in order would be she is not beyond. She will snitch. She will obey the law. She will help other people. But unless she wants to increase her order, right? She won't be the type to, like, she might snitch, but she's not going to call the cops on someone.
Yeah. She's like a push, and she would be sort of near where we are on that scale.
Essentially,
Right, so-
she is aware that order is a thing that must be respected. And in her life, she probably has some form of order, like a routine or what have you. She probably has a code, but we're not talking about a moral code because that would be justice. Because for people watching in this game, justice is actually true justice. We're not talking about the law or whatever. The law is
The
order.
spirit of the.
Yeah, justice is more about like charity, equality, all that woke stuff. So yeah, what
What's
Lynn
her
is saying
wokeness?
is closer to being true.
Like, she's not gonna, like, I think also that also means she's more in danger of being in danger from her own people then.
Right. But I
Because
honestly, I think
means
this
that
is
probably
good
means
news.
that probably means that she's not like she's giving off like, you know, like squeaky clean vibes, which are not good. It's good for her personally, but like
But the main thing I was worried about
Yeah.
is would she be willing to work with crime families?
no, I
to
don't
keep
think that's
crime
yeah,
down.
Yeah, I don't think that's for that. I think
Because
she's
that
willing to work with.
may put her into a conflict with what we're doing.
Well, I think she's willing to work with you, and you're like, you're gray. You're not like you're in crime.
Right.
Technically, but
I'm
like,
more crime than order.
Like,
because
like,
the family has like a structure and order
like
to it. That's what I'm thinking.
I get the hint that she's willing to work with you, but I don't think she's would necessarily be willing to work with me if it was like on a new person basis, maybe.
Okay.
Because I think Lexi has a more like violent crime rep than you do.
Ultimately, then
Yeah.
Lexi, as a character, does Lexi getting this, knowing this vibe, or
Oh, that's your. I mean, that's.
are
what
you
were
more
you saying?
inclined to trust her? Because I am.
Yeah. I think what she said like earlier, I think is still confirmed, has been kind of confirmed, which makes that statement about her safety like
Right.
come up.
So now it's
Which-
not a question of can we trust her. It's if this is telling her going to get her killed.
Like,
Is that what we're worried about?
yeah,
Okay.
because she's not protected if she's like not on the tape, you know, not with the the
Right.
corrupt group.
If she makes enemies at her own workplace and she doesn't
Yeah, I mean,
have like a
from
family backing her
Lexi's
up.
point of view, it's a gang, and she hasn't taken initiation, so she's kind of
Oh, that's a good way of putting it. Okay.
Like she's tolerated, but like she's like on the outs, and they wouldn't necessarily care if like she was like taken care of if the push came to shove.
Cheryl,
What?
I promise I will tell you as soon as I can, but I think it's a little too dangerous right now. We're trying to get all our ducks in a row, and we still need to talk to our third. Just fully dropping the fake names. I will let you know as soon as possible, just like you said. Business as usual. I've trusted you all this time. You've never set me up. Trust me.
Sincerity points high. That's like.
All right. But if I don't know anything, I can't help.
We will come to you when we can. I promise.
All right. Well, put on your crying faces.
Oh shit, that's right. Fuck.
I think you what like. Lexi's going to like kind of like lick her thumb and just kind of do the eye thing, kind of like.
There's a sink in here, right?
Like,
so it's a morgue, right?
Yes, there is a sink.
But like kind of like get mess the mascara
Splash
yeah.
on the face. Okay.
Or mascara.
I look
Just,
like a mess.
To get the run. Good.
I'm gonna put my arm around your neck here. You gotta support me. I'm just
Yeah.
pretend I'm almost catatonic.
No, it's like it's all right.
despair.
It's all right. Yeah, and that's not.
All right, morning party, go.
Yeah.
You go back upstairs. Cheryl following you. The people in the tanks, half of them are asleep. The other ones, again, are just heckling the three of you. Oh no, poor little babies lost their mommy or their daddy. Are you gonna cry? Hey, come here, pretty. Come here. I'm gonna make your tears go away. I'm gonna make you feel good.
Lexi, you just hear Nick mumble, just wait till Christmas.
I just
want
want them to come like once they're out, go to like the ring and realize, oh shit. I mean, they wouldn't be able to like necessarily tell it's too far away, but it would be funny. It's like, oh no.
When you walk up the stairs to the bullpen, it is empty. The three cops, the detective, Cox, and whoever else was there earlier, nowhere to be found, which is not a good look for a police station. But anyway,
how long was the his last like? How long has it been since we went to the iceberg?
To the iceberg?
Yeah.
That was this morning at 9.
Okay, so he already did his like solo thing in the morning. Okay. And this is now like mid-afternoon.
It would need to be evening before the graveyard shift, so it's you came in the station at 9 o'clock at night.
Okay. At least you might be home. It might be done. Okay. Interesting.
She'll escort you out.
Actually, first, is this like what it looks like at like 9 or 10 p.m. like at night, like the way that it looks?
Well, I mean, you've been inside police stations from time to time.
Yeah.
It being Gotham City, it depends.
Yeah.
But they've never been empty. Like, that's just either a sign of something's going on or a sign of they do not care that much. And because you live around here anyway, you know that that's the reputation the Burnley precinct has.
Probably like some event happening.
Yeah, like this is the less hectic of all of them in the city, or at least as far as you know. Same for Nick. and you know that they're normally just content to tackle like petty crimes, and even like they're going to be more interested in citing someone for like jaywalking or parking violations or anything that has the least paperwork possible. They are lazy to an extreme.
Yeah.
Or I should say, not necessarily lazy, but they do not care that much. Or they have something else to do.
Okay, so just noting that, but it's not unusual, not terribly unusual. So yeah, okay, whatever.
We walk out, there's like a dozen police cars, everyone's pointing their guns at us. It's been a setup this entire time.
No, there is one police car outside. It's parked. The older like detective from earlier, the guy with the stress ball and the slightly overweight with the gray hair, he's in his car, currently eating something that appears to be like a burrito or something. But the car is off, like the lights are off. He's basically just eating by himself in the dark in his squad car.
I've been there. Not a squad car, but I've been there.
You've also been in a squad car, just not in the front.
Who ratted me out?
The rain is finally let up, whereas it was a drizzle all day. It's finally gone. The air is very warm and humid tonight. And being near a police station, you don't see a lot of people outside, but you do hear a lot of activity in like just echoing through the streets. Whereas it's people shouting, having fun, people
so normal shit.
partying. Yeah, or a gunshot here and there.
Normal shit.
Yeah.
This is the area that we live at.
The sounds of the city.
Yeah. If there weren't, there'd be something weird. If it was like, it's like, what has happened to the city?
And that leaves the two of you outside by yourselves. Cheryl has, closed the door behind and went back to where treating you like you were just randos. As best she can, anyway, given her acting chops.
God, oh boy.
Well, honey, should we head on home?
Yeah.
The two of you are going to have to define home for me.
Yeah.
I guess we can just go back to the hotel.
I think she'll.
I'm assuming that's where we left all our clothes that we changed out of.
Yeah, it's like I think on the drive. Well, I guess on the drive, it's like, when did you want to check out the site?
How much of an effort is it to get there? Would be my question, because we might want to grab Arlo for that.
Otisburg Island.
Yeah, what area? Yeah.
You're gonna need some type of. Well, that's not true. You're gonna need some type of tool. I was gonna say craft, but that's not true. It's some type of tool. Because the island is accessible by two bridges. Though they pass above the island, in the sense that they're, like a good, I don't know, like 100 feet up in the air.
Oh, we have to like lower down.
You would have to rappel down, or have like a rowboat, a canoe, whatever, to cross the river. You might be able to swim it. Maybe someone like Lexi could.
No, not Gotham.
But yeah, it's because like you still are very near the ocean. Like, yes, you're in a bay, but the current is still kind of strong. Like, to the point where, dumping bodies in the river
Yeah,
is a good.
I imagine also that Gotham's like industrial, like like things aren't incredibly tight. As tight as.
Oh yeah, no, you don't want to taste the water.
Yeah, it's not good. It's like.
What you have to remember is the island that Knox mentions, the Ottisburg Island, is where there's the sewage plant.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Right.
that's.
And
It's
also,
Oh boy.
yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah,
the
the
old
good
Arkham
place.
estate from the ye olden days of the foundation of
so
the city.
shitty. No one builds anything on top of it. And so this
Yeah, we're definitely waiting for Arlo to come with us. We can't
Yeah.
have her miss out on this experience.
Let's look at this. Look at Otisburg Island. So great.
Cool. Then before you head to bed and we close this session tonight, anything you want to do?
Ooh.
Oddly, so far my addiction hasn't triggered. I haven't had a bad social
Yeah.
encounter yet, and I haven't been in a fight yet, technically. So,
No, I will remedy to that soon. Don't worry.
Simon,
Man.
Simon, why?
Because I have things noted in my notes.
I turn on the news channel. What's happening in Gotham?
Oh,
Current events.
Current events in the city?
Yes, current events in the city. Any big citywide events I should be aware of? Any balls happening or Cape Crusaders running around?
There's no Cape Crusader. There's a distinct lack of Cape Crusaders in this town.
God damn it.
No, but the Waynes have like not funded, but they made a donation to like a new charity that's in town. The two commentators are basically arguing back and forth that this charity is just a front for the Maroney family, and the other saying that the Maroney family has been all but, it's old history. They don't matter anymore. They're not active in the city. They're barely a family in the sense that it's blood relation and close family, but it's no more a clan like it used to be. There's one of the two commentators, the bespectacled man of the two, the other one being the like typical blonde woman news anchor. He seems to really have it against the Maroney and tries to always bring the conversation back to them.
That's a
The
dead
charity, by the way, is just a it's for temporary housing for people who are like, say, victim of like, let's just say arson. Say their house burns down.
I mean, in Gotham.
It might be arson.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like a relocation thing because the city's never done anything about it, and like insurance companies for sure are probably out of price for this. But you have a lot of trouble, especially in the Narrows, with how like houses can burn down. There's a like sort of recap of there's like a 3-minute segment about the Carnival of Oddities that happens. And one thing that sticks out for you is that apparently someone attempted to do a bit of terrorism during the carnival. Because a dock worker very morning found a stash of explosives
Oh shit! I
in
forgot
a
about
boat.
that.
It's like,
No, my TNT.
Yep.
That's what happens when you don't take account of your explosives. That's my bad. That's my bad.
And what's the other thing?
it was discovered by Officer Cox. And like, no, it was like,
No.
No,
It's
no,
just
just
discovered
kidding.
by like
Yeah,
a
Officer
random.
Cox is returning the TNT to the old mining museum for a hefty reward.
Well, that's why like they're talking about, they're not sure if it's like a terrorist attack or something,
Someone just
because
might-
it's a bundle of dynamite, like of TNT sticks,
yeah.
which can be used in a lot of different things. And it was a crate that you had with you, right? Like a small box of it.
Safer.
So it
Enough
might
to
just look
be
like it's
sizable.
like that someone left it there. Except that They don't know.
I mean,
what I mean, yeah.
Someone did leave it there.
What I mean is the person who owns the boat that was inside the boathouse.
Oh,
like
damn, that's
maybe
too
it
bad
could
for
have
them.
been
Whose
theirs,
whose
but they
boat
never
is
found.
that?
They never found who the boat belongs to.
Oh,
They should investigate that.
Yeah, that's very low in their
somebody's
city's
flying.
list of priorities.
I mean, when there's a
This is where Texas is going to, not investigating boat owners.
Other than that,
except when there's a mad bomber villain who be like, oh, that boat.
yeah, then they'll remember.
That person then whoever was like is gonna be like, you had stuff on your boat.
And then the last piece of news that you hear from concerns the district called Coventry, where basically the city has decided to rejuvenate part of the sort of because it's like it's an above ground mall essentially, but it's like covered. I had the word the other. Let me just pick up my Coventry page again. Yeah, the covered shopping plaza. They want to slowly over the next 5 years, basically. I'm starting to lose all my words. Gentrify it, one by one, and
here we go.
it's making a lot of people happy. Most people that are interviewed are saying things like it's about time, and the place is creepy as it is. The concept of a covered plaza with the condo towers looming overhead is something that's out of a dystopian movie, not a fair, like a beautiful city like Gotham City. But this is slated to start in like fall, and then go on for 5 years, little by little. There's a bunch of like business owners who never asked for this, and if their business is closed during renovations, they are going to go bankrupt, which the city doesn't seem to care about. And that's all.
Not great. So, depressing news, as usual, like Gotham.
Yeah. But it's also all the points that I had in all of my notes about like events around the city. So I'll make some more.
Hey, I'll be tuning in to the news more often. Gotta stay informed these days.
Yeah, it's been, well, aside from the skip of a week, like it's been 48 hours. Which is going to be one day after when we come back next week for your little boat adventure or island adventure, I guess.
Island adventure on Sewage Dump Island.
Yep. What a nice place to live. But thank you everyone for coming tonight. Thank you players for being here. Thank you everyone who hung out in chat. Thank you for all the interaction, the jokes, the subs, the follows. I didn't see if there was any because I'm alt-tabbing between like 5 different windows. But thank you so much for being here tonight. This was Gotham City Chronicles. I'll leave the mic to my players first. Please tell us who you are, where we can find you, what did you enjoy about tonight? And then I'll close the show. We'll do opposite order than we did the intro, so I'll start with Nick.
Hi, I'm Yutsai. Had a lot of fun playing Nick today. Sorry, came off a red eye, so I'm a little sleep deprived, so if I've made too many jokes, my apologies. Favorite moments for tonight? I think I'm hilarious. Just trying to pin down what Arlo was doing all night was a lot of fun for me. But outside my own actions, just... honestly, it's always fun doing a heist, but when it's not actually like you're stealing something. So breaking into police precinct does have that really cool, like traditional vibe for a thief, where you gotta break into this really challenging place. Well, we have an inside person, and Also, it was fun to see kind of like how Lexi's view on my contact, this person from my backstory, Cheryl, works, because it definitely, like, near the end when we were literally discussing like the ethics versus order versus justice, like, and I seem pretty happy about, oh, she has one order, that's great, where Lexi was, ooh, that's dangerous. So it caught me a little off guard, and I was like, you know what, actually, yeah, if her order completely disappears, that could be a bad thing, but at least for the priorities at hand, I think it's acceptable. So hopefully she doesn't die soon, and she'll be able to enact her justice and order as she sees fit. Oh, you can find me normally tomorrow, Wednesdays, on the Left Level Indie channel for Good Society, where I play many exciting and fun characters. However, I believe we're canceled for tomorrow because of traveling things.
Yeah, Lindy's not there tomorrow.
That's correct. So I guess it'll just be here next week. Looking forward to it.
Cool. Well, thank you for being here. Lexi.
Hey, I'm Lynn. Gremlin art pretty much everywhere on the social. You can find my art, and next time you'll see me is on Thursday on Classical Liza's channel for into the from the library, a Monster Care Squad game where we are dealing with a monster that can affect people's emotions. So there's a lot of like, there's also like a will they won't they happening with our mentor. So it's a lot of fun, and you can also find it here on Saturdays for Scion Birth New Gods, where we are trying to reconstruct Hell's plural. There are a lot left to go, but we successfully unionized one Hell. So hey, there we go. And what I liked seeing Nick like kind of navigate like his like relationship with the contact, and just like how like concern versus like how well do I know this person, how much trouble do I want to get, and also like how much can I convince her. It was interesting how bounces off characters that aren't us.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing a little bit of like, you know what, like same thing, like the moral scale, like where he stands with things, and how much what level of like danger he's willing to get Cheryl in.
Yeah, I also like those moments, like that, or the time that the two of you were at the pizza place, trying to plot or come up with a plan. Those are my always in my top moments. Thank you for coming, Lynn. Again, thank you everyone. I'm Simon. You can find me over on this channel on Saturday for Scion Birth of the New Gods. We've been having a lot of issues with scheduling lately, so keep an eye out. If we're there, we're there. If not, we are trying every claws every Saturday. And on that note, we're gonna get going. Thank you for coming, everyone. Have a good rest of the week. Bye bye.